Hey guys, I'm back with another market update part 2, so let's get started. Alright, I'm going to get started with joining together just really quickly. I feel like we're entering a sort of like unprecedented is kind of probably too much, too extreme, but it is a little unprecedented, like the sort of market we're about to enter. This is going to be the first booster box that um, is pre-releasing at really high prices above MSRP, pretty much in a really long time. Like Surging Sparks, like it's really high now, but like at pre-release or even at release, you can still get around like on a 120, 130 ish. It took some time for it to reach MSRP, but Journey to Get is already 244, and we're seeing we're seeing behavior where, like I said, like demand is kind of dropping. Ever since the last price increase, it dropped quite a bit, like halved. It literally halved. Like when it went from like it was selling at like 100 boxes a day roughly, and it went up and it was still selling about 100, and then it went up to the from about 200 to 215, and it dropped to about like 80 or 90, and then now with the latest drop like increase to 245, it dropped to about like 50 boxes, like 40 50 boxes a day, so it's not even 30. So and like there's quite a lot of boxes on there, so that's not even close to getting all the boxes out. So I'm not really sure how that'll turn out. Usually the price is still increased like by like pre-release by release date, which is in about 2 weeks now. Yeah, this is kind of weird. And the other significance of it being a booster box is that unlike with Prismatic, there's more like although Prismatic is its own case because Prismatic is like a high specialty set. It's not just specialty set, but it's because of the price arbitrage. Like by price arbitrage, I mean like even normal people, like if you have enough money, like at least to buy the booster boxes, like this is yesterday prices, but they're pretty much the same as yesterday. Like the price per pack difference is extreme, versus like for Prismatic, like you weren't really getting that much of a deal if you got one product over the other, as far as like lowest pack goes. But in this case, like it makes a huge difference if you buy booster boxes versus bundles. It's like the only product you should be buying for packs is booster boxes. Um, so it's just a sort of like interesting thing. Like, and this is the more normal for like booster boxes. Not necessarily that extreme, but yeah, the products besides the booster box are usually more expensive price per pack. Versus Prismatic, like you just look at it, you're like, okay, are the ETB selling price per pack wise, or is it the 3 pack promos, or the what, or is it the bundles or whatever? Um, so yeah, I'm just like I think that this will give us some idea of maybe like the future of like how the rocket set will do and some other booster box sets will do in this current market. The bundles they're still at their about $63-$64 price, and demand is still in its slightly elevated state. Like um, it sold 24 yesterday, but like the bars of the fourth to like now are like a little higher, or at least at a minimum they're like about the same height as like the highs of before. And then there's only like 87 bundles left. Like there's not a lot of bundles for the amount being bought, but for booster boxes, there's like a ton of booster boxes being listed, which is probably what's driving down. That's probably what's like stabilizing the price. And the ETPs like they just ran out. The last month says they sold like 2,000 ETPs. Like this number would have just kept going up, but like literally there's no listings left. I checked eBay and I don't see any like super high sales for ETBs. Even like some of them are actually lower, like this 85, 85. It's like 95. Like I don't really see anything like going crazy. But yeah, Tcgplayer ran out. That's like a first. Like it's just a normal ETB. It's not even Pokemonster ETB. So that's a pretty it's pretty unique. Like um, yeah, I think that this will set some new precedents for patterns. Yeah, I think I stand by that. Um, so yeah, that's trying to get and its craziness. Let's go to Prismatic. So Prismatic is kind of dropping again. We're kind of going like pretty to lows again now. I don't know if I did. Okay, I did do the highlighting, but I'm seeing like the pack prices seemed a lot stronger yesterday. Like the bundles were at 75, so it was like 12.40 a pack, and the loose packs were like 12.7. But other than that, it was still like $13 a pack. But now like the bundles have gone down again, and now they're 12.24. I see tin displays went down like $9. That's a big one. And now they're back. They're down to like 12.74 a pack. Um, tin displays, unfortunately, like I guess there's too much supply for the demand right now. That's kind of what's happening. But they even like some of like I see Glacian Tech, um, is going for 1260, and then like the two pack blisters, even that's going down to it dropped $2, but that brings it down to about just under $13. The loose packs did go up to 13, but it just seems like I'm seeing some weakness in like the prismatic packs. Um, at least as far as like the lowest pack goes, and the lowest like other products dropping, like the PCTP going up and down, and I don't know, like the surprise box go up and down. It doesn't really affect other things as much, or the binders going up and down, because they're they're not being bought for packs, and because of that, they don't really affect like every other product. When things are being bought for packs, if you can get packs for cheap, that'll affect every other product. So I don't really know if this is probably just a slight blip, but like this is kind of what I should like just go through the data I'm seeing. So I am seeing signs of weakness. Usually things will recover. Like we still are like less than a week after a bundle release, but yeah, there are some kind of like iffy signs, and I don't want to like over exaggerate, but like I'll just tell you what I'm seeing. So um, ETB demand is still kind of low. It's still kind of around like going around like 50, like 60, 50 to 70. It just kind of seems like I guess it's about level, but it just seems like it's slightly lower for yesterday. And then there's like 2,000, like about 3,000 ETBs. Like the numbers aren't really going like down very much. Other than that, like ETBs are still the main thing is that they've been kind of steady around like 140. Um, so I guess ETBs aren't too bad. Bundles, this number keeps going up for the total quantity. It was like I think 1,200 something the other day, and then like 1,300 something, and now it's like 1,500, and that's despite it selling like 200, 300 each day. And so yesterday it sold to 240, which is a little less than like the previous like 300s. But it's like you're buying so much, but the demand isn't really keeping the supply is keeping up with it like faster. That's why the price has gone down. Um, and yeah, bundles being the cheapest price per pack, like it's just gonna affect the market more. Like it's gonna make it so like loose packs are just that much cheaper in a sense. Um, the loose packs actually went up, but yeah, it's just I don't like we're gonna see some sort of like normalization happen at some point. Um, but yeah, like since supply is like going up despite the demand, like that's a little iffy sign. But it could technically be okay in about a week or two. Um, loose packs are actually doing pretty fine. They're still saying at 300, like 100 to 300 a pack a day. Usually more like 200. I don't really know why they're selling so much. Yeah, the lowest price I put down was like 13.20 because like there's only two packs here. Everything else, and these are like Korean. But yeah, loose packs are doing quite well. So it's kind of the weird thing. Like I don't like this happens to 151 sometimes. Like, people will pay more for loose packs than bundles. Even though it's like right now that's like $1 difference. That's very significant. Like why do you want to pay $1 more for Prismatic? So that's a positive sign for Prismatic. Um, yeah, these hidden displays, like demand was only two yesterday, but generally they sell like 10 to 15, and the current quantity is like 300. It's just like not enough demand to absorb the supply. And yeah, I said like before, like people won't be able to like people don't really open these, so supplies are just gonna go down from opening. So yeah, the price has been dropping, and it's quite low. This 200 price, because that brings it near like that's the like it's about the same price as these posters and three pack things. Like that's pretty insane to me that they're valued about the same. Um, but yeah, that's that. And then binder collections, they're actually doing all right for themselves. They're going a little. They're still going about like 12 to 15. These two pack blisters, yeah, the price has gone down, but despite a lot of them being bought, I just see a lot of them available. Um, like I'm wondering how much the reprint situation or the restock drops are having an effect on the market now. But it seems like they're just like this is what I'm looking at. Like initially after pre-release, like, a lot of things are going to be sold, and then it kind of drops. I don't know if that helps for bundles. Bundles are kind of one of the most popular items, so it might not. I'm just kind of keeping an eye for like, is this number over here gonna greatly surpass this number at some point? Um, Surprise boxes, yeah, the demand's been kind of falling for those. Um, yeah, pretty recently, from like 20 to like 10. Price is about the same though. Pokemon starting to be that's kind of its own class. So because like the PC ETB promos are just kind of their own class personally. Um, Prismatic Super Premium collections, like this thing still amazes me each time. People bought two at this like 475 price. It's just pretty crazy. It's like overpriced. Um, and yeah, that's it for Prismatic. So yeah, just some possible scary signs, but yeah, I have to really see how like the bundles do over time. That's like a really big differentiator. All right, moving on to 151. All right, so 151. All right, so the main differences were Zapdos box up $2, the binders went down $1, and the Blooming Waters went down $1. Um, Blooming Waters still remains the lowest price per packs at 10.25. Loose packs are selling for 11. Like it just you see this kind of happens. Like loose packs just sometimes sell $1 more for some reason. Um, yeah, bundle demand yesterday there it wasn't too bad. It was like 145. It's kind of similar to like some of the normal highs, but the normal highs are more like 150 to 160. But yeah, it could be going back up a little bit. I don't really know why because it doesn't really make sense, like price per pack wise. But yeah, it's not containing the drop fully, so we'll kind of see how that goes because that's going to determine a lot of the like the cheap pack price. And then packs, they kind of went up, and now they kind of went back down again. So we're going to see how that goes. Um, yeah, again, I'm constantly looking at bundles, loose packs, and blooming waters just to see what the loose pack price is. Same as prismatic, in a sense. Binders, this is just its own like specialty item. Like no one's really been buying them the last couple of days, so we're probably gonna see like some sort of price drop. Also, the amount being sold is a lot more than before. I didn't really discount the number of um, just binders. Actually, there's actually a lot of these are just binders. Now that I look at it, there's 23 and 16 and 16. So if actually I would take those out, yeah, I guess there's not that many binders out because that's 32, 57. So like half of these are. So I guess the binder supply hasn't actually gone up that much. Now that I think about it, because if I take out just the pure binders instead of binder collections. These Aptos boxes, the main thing just knowing is that there's like a lot more bought yesterday than normal. They're a lot cheaper than the Alakazam boxes, which they're similar to. So I guess they might be going back up soon. Um, yeah, Blooming Waters, again, seeing a ton of demand, a lot more demand than before. It's expected it's the cheapest option. Um, in general, yeah, well, 151, I'm also looking out, like, they're dropping more mini tins lately. So, like, Samsung's getting mini tins pretty soon. I just saw, like, online drop yesterday. Not that I could get it, but I just saw people get it. And then for Crown Zenith, yeah, so the prices are about the same except for the booster bundles. Yeah, I actually want to talk about the booster bundles. There's not a lot to talk about sometimes, but they're 65 again, which that's kind of like the previous high, more or less. Um, and demand is like nothing crazy. It's like 6 to 9. But when I look at the listings, like there's only two over here, and it goes to uh, math. Okay, whatever. These three boxes are about the same price, and there are only 5 boxes, and it goes to about $70, which is going to be a new high. So there's potential for bundles to suddenly shoot up soon, which I didn't really notice before. Loose packs are still selling pretty low. It's kind of variable, but they're kind of lower than before, so we're kind of seeing all-time lows for Zenith packs. So that might drop prices. Um, and then like Sea and Sky is seeing okay selling. There was kind of a lower period here. You see like it's more solid from like the 28th ish to like over here it's like $20 a day versus over here it's like 7 to 15 boxes a day. But now we're seeing demand go back up a little bit. There's only 126, which is kind of low. Um, but yeah, like we might be seeing a little bit of a slowdown, but we'll kind of see it. Like the packs aren't being bought that much, and then I don't know if CS guy is really making up for it. Heat Wave Arena just do a small thing. Like yeah, some more reveals happened, and this Ho-Oh card like wasn't revealed before. It looks pretty good. I think it's just sort of like full art, but yeah, I do kind of like the art of that. It's selling for 55. Um, yeah, this other Cynthia thing is selling for like 20. Misty selling for 40. Misty selling now 40, and this selling for 30, and that's kind of like most of the new sales. Nothing really crazy. The new high dollar item seems to be this Ho card. All right, that's it for today's video. Thanks, guys. Bye.